It is good, yo. It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and in this video today, guys, we're going to be going over and ranking our top 10 centers in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. Now, other position rankings are out, so make sure to go check them out. Obviously, some of them are a little bit old and outdated, so like, you know, it's let's say the shooting guard position. I might not have all of the newest shooting guards. Point guard position obviously isn't going to have like guys like D-Wade. So just kind of keep that in the back of your minds if you do go back and watch some things. Again, might be a little bit outdated. But center position, guys, honestly is pretty, I'm going to say it, pretty weak. And when I say it, it's not like there's no good centers in my team, because there are. But, I mean, a lot of those good centers, I think, are better at that power forward position. So that's kind of the big problem with this list. Now, before we dive any further, man, make sure you guys do smash that subscribe button. We're closing in on 110,000 subscribers. So we're going to start this thing off at number 10, and I got to put this guy on the list. Now, you guys can hate me if you want. And I just already know a lot of people are clicking up the video and saying Ty is trolling. This card has won me so many games. And look, I know a lot of you guys are going to hate on me for having him on my list, but I really love this card. I absolutely love it. He plays so long. And I know a lot of you guys used to love this Rudy Gobert. And this Rudy Gobert wasn't good. The only reason this Rudy Gobert was good is because of his player model and player build. It's the same thing for the Pink Diamond Rudy Gobert. I know he's an inside big, but he is good because of his player model and player build. Mind you, he's got 80 speed and great defensive Hall of Fame badges. There's really no flaws with Rudy Gobert. I mean, look, yes, he only has 22 base badges, but as far as an inside big is concerned, he's one of the best. I'm taking him over Shaq. I'm taking him over any other inside big right now in my team. Rudy Gobert coming in at number 10 on my top 10 center list. At number 9, Pink Diamond Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Now, yes, Pink Diamond David Robinson isn't on this list because he's got a new card, and I just don't feel like putting two Pink Diamond D-Robs on this list. But if you want to, he'd probably be right in here at like number 9 as well, because Pink Diamond D-Rob is still obviously really, really solid in my team. But here's what we're talking about with Kareem, because I know a lot of you guys have that Pioneer set locked in, and if you do, Kareem can still play. He's one of the best counters to Yao Ming in the entire game. Like, I love running Rudy against Yao because I feel like he gives me a chance to compete, where there's not a lot of, honestly not a lot of other bigs that give me really a chance against the Yao Ming. And Kareem, Gobert, both those guys can do that. Kareem's 3-ball at a 60 feels like probably a 70, mid-70s. I mean, if you get that release down, add those badges to him, I mean, you can definitely green shots with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And outside of that, again, he's just that interior big that everybody likes. He's basically a Rudy Gobert with an ability to shoot the 3-ball. That's why he's higher than Rudy Gobert, although I still run Rudy Gobert and prefer him still to this day. Kareem, he's going to always hold this special place in my heart because I ran this card for a very, very, very long time in my team. At number 8, a guy I really didn't know where to put, Galaxy Opal Nate Thurmond. Now, how do you get Nate Thurmond is a question a lot of you guys might be wondering. Well, he is our clutch time online reward. And I know there's not a lot of people who have really seen what Nate Thurmond can do, but I'm really excited about it, right? And here's the deal. 90 speed, great interior, great perimeter, one of the best defensive players in all of my team. And I do think his best position, because of his low 3-ball, is probably that center position. Now, if you can get this 3-ball up to, let's say, a mid-60s, apply the right badges to him and green shots with him, then sure, I don't have a problem if you want to run him at the power forward position. I'm just saying that 63 ball is a little bit concerning. Joe Harris based on quick MJ dribble style, normal leaner. I mean, this card's elite. If he had a better 3-ball, or even if he was a primary power forward in which Monty Williams boosted at 5, I'd be a little bit higher on Nate Thurmond. It's just that low 3-ball to me that scares me a little bit. Nate Thurmond coming in at number 8. But for a free card in Clutch Time Online, if you get this card, I would run him for quite some time because his speed, being a 90, is really, really cheesy in my team. Coming in at number 7, Galaxy Opal Joel Embiid. Now, this card didn't make my power forward list because I just don't like the idea of Joel Embiid at power forward. Now, again, a lot of you guys are going to like running Joel Embiid at power forward, and that's fine. If that's where you like him, you can run him. But I think he's much better at that center position. Now, why? Okay, let's start with this, okay? 7 feet tall, 7'5" wingspan. That's a decent player build for a center. It has that wide player build as well. 43 base badges as well, okay? 94 3-ball. decent standing driving done, good speed, really solid defensively. But the reason I don't like him at power forward is number one, because he can't move at all. His movement is horrible. The movement on Joel Embiid is not good at all. And you guys need to know that. You guys need to realize that. I'm not just saying that to say it. His movement obviously leaves a lot to be desired. Basic leaner as well. I mean, again, at the center position, you're not going to shoot a lot of leaners, but at the power forward position, I like that ability. I just like him more at center, especially with these defensive badges. Feel like he can hold it down, limitless range. I'm not in love with Joel Embiid's release, and I think you guys need to be aware of that. I think there are other way better other centers with a way better release. But still, with that being said, I like Joel Embiid. I think as a complete center, he's a stretch big, can hold it down on the interior, and it was really, really good stat and badge-wise. I just don't love his animations enough to put him any higher, coming in at number 7. At number 6, Galaxy Open Nikola Jokic. Now, he was on my power forward list because I do believe Nikola Jokic can play power forward. Again, what's his best position? I'll leave that up to you. If it was up to me and I had Yao and I had the next best center, I'd play Jokic at power forward. But I don't love Jokic at power forward. Again, movement-wise, he's going to be way better movement-wise than Joel Embiid. You guys got to realize that MJ dribble style, Steph move behind the back. He's going to be able to move a little bit better. But again, the basic leaner. No normal leaner for Jokic hurts his value. As far as a complete card in my team, he's up there. I just personally didn't have that much success when I used him. So how am I supposed to be high on a card that when I used him, I didn't have that much success with him, right? That just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for me to be that high on him when I didn't use him that well in my gameplay. But with his decent release, with his decent dribble style, I'd be straight up lying to say he was bad in my team. The card definitely is not bad. You can use the card and have a lot of success with him. I just personally believe there are better centers in my team, and even power forwards if you want to debate that. Jokic, really solid in my team, but I think there are better options. This guy is a guy that I have at number 5, and you guys can debate it if you want, but I really do like this card, and I really rate him decently highly. It's the Candyman in my team. Now, here's why. Okay, here's why. A couple of things. The first thing is his release, okay? I know he's only got a 73 ball, but the D-Rob base on quick with his upper, it's smooth, okay? I don't know how else to phrase that. I've used him for probably basically since he's came out, so probably like a month now on my No Money Spent. And I've just had a lot of success with him. He's been chick in the catch and shoot situation. And that's without me applying any badges to him, right? I haven't even applied catch and shoot and those types of badges to him. And he's still chick in the catch and shoot situation. Defensively, really complete. Now, is he going to occasionally get mashed by Yao? Absolutely. Like a lot of people on this list are going to get mashed by Yao. Candyman's no different, right? He's going to get mashed in certain situations. But as far as complete bigs in my team, you got to mention the Candyman. You just have to. And again, I don't make the rules. I'm just saying, from me to you, you've got to mention this card when we're talking about the best bigs in my team, especially fully badged. Card I've had a lot of success with. Now, there's a big gap between number 5 and number 4. Now, number 4 for me is the Galaxy Opal Dirk. Now, again, I don't love running Dirk at center. If you come up against Yao, he's going to get absolutely dogged. He's going to get absolutely mashed because his defense is not that great. And his defensive badges, to be honest with you, he doesn't have rebound chaser, doesn't have brick wall, doesn't have box out beast. He's going to get punished on the interior. But with what he can give you, and if you do want to run him at center, he deserves this spot at number 4, 98 3 ball with these shooting badges as well. And we've got to mention his release on quick is super cheesy. Again, I'm coming at you guys unbiased because I don't even love Dirk Nowitzki in my team. I've never actually had this card on my account. I've never really, thought to use him because I have other great free cards. But for me, MJ dribble style, great release. He's the best stretch big in my team. There's nothing that's going to change that for the foreseeable future. As long as Dirk's in the game, he's going to be the best stretch big in the game. Now, again, playmaking defensively, not going to be the best. But he is 7'1", so, he's going to get you that occasional paint stop. Dirk, obviously not perfect. I'm never going to try to make that case. But if he's your favorite stretch big, and if you're running him at center and having success with him, really solid. Coming in at number 4. At number 3, if you want to run Moses Malone at center, here he is. I definitely think he's better at the power forward position. Even more so than Dirk, right? I think Dirk's better at power forward, but even more so for Moses. I think power forward's going to be that best position for him because he's only 6'10", right? Other guys that are 6'11", 7 feet, 7'1", they're going to be able to hold it down a little better than Moses, who is only 6'10". I've said it before and I'll say it again. The most important stat somebody can have is height. is height and player build, right? Now, Moses' player build, as far as I'm aware, is pretty solid. But again, how solid can it be, right? I mean, I guess defensively, yes, he's gonna have every defensive badge in the game. Defensive stats, perfect. But he's only 6'10", and I want to repeat that to you guys because again, power forward position I think is the best for him. But you just got to find a way for him to play on the court. So let's say, you know, you've got Giannis, you've got some other guys at that power forward position, and you have to use Moses at center. He can hold it down, okay? Great badges, great stats. Karl Malone based on very quick, normal leaner, MJ dribble style. I mean, it's 99 defensive badges or the defensive tendencies across the board. One of the most, not only complete centers in my team, not only complete bigs in my team, he's one of the most complete cards in my team as far as tendencies, stats, badges, just most complete cards in the entire game. At number 2, shouldn't be a surprise for you, Dark Matter David Robinson. I've heard people talking lately and slandering David Robinson, talking about how this card's not even good and he's the most overrated, overpriced card in my team. Y'all can say that. Y'all can say that. But if you come up against this David Robinson and you're running, I don't know, anyone from, you know, number 5 down on my list, like Candyman down, you're going to get cooked. This David Robinson is really good in my team. Now, am I making the debate that he's better than my number 1? No. But I think there's a big gap between David Robinson at the center position and anybody lower. I just do. Even compared to Moses Malone or Dirk. D-Rob's gonna hold it down way better at that center position than the other 2 guys I mentioned. I just feel like a lot of guys don't appreciate D-Rob because, you know, the Pink Diamond D-Rob did get kind of babied at times. And, you know, maybe when the new Kareem comes out, D-Rob won't be as valuable. But as far as I'm concerned right now, because he has that power forward eligibility, it's going to take a while for D-Rob to become quote-unquote outdated. At number 1 should be a surprise to literally nobody, Galaxy Opal Yao Ming. It's crazy to me, right, that a Galaxy Opal with these stats, which I'm not going to say they're bad, but they're far from perfect, especially compared to the last 4 guys we went over, is at number 1, but it's not even close. 7'6", 7'9" wingspan, great release. I mean, and honestly, for him being 7'6", his speed at an 80 is cheesy. They should have never made this Yao Ming this good. And honestly, I'm going to say it. 2K dropped the ball when they made Yao Ming this good. He could have had a 73 ball and 75 speed and still been the best center in my team. 2K, for whatever reason, made Yao just Zeus. I don't know how else to phrase it. Like, they made this card way, way, way too good in my team. And that's the only way I can even phrase it. I mean, Yao is literally so good in my team. And we need to realize this as a community. Like, am I telling you guys that you need Yao? No, because he is really, really expensive. But if you have Yao, I'm going to say it. You definitely got a competitive advantage over your opponent. It's just honestly that simple. So that's just kind of my opinion on things. Yao, by far and away, the best center overall in my team. I need your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. Who did I leave off the list that you guys would have included? Again, KG is a power forward, never play him at center. You know, do you guys like Jaren Jackson at center, Pau Gasol, Chet? Let me know that down below in the comments. I'm not high on Chet, Pau Gasol. I feel like they get bullied on the interior. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.